Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Dominions 4 Thrones of Ascension with me, BrainBoy20, where we had last left off. We had finally murdered Sauromatia, the thorn in our side for so bloody long. And now we're taking what little forces we have up there in the north, which was the entire army we created with the express purpose of killing Sauromatia, down south to kill off Tien'chi, so we could finally get a unified front versus Arcoscephale and the other nation whose name I've completely forgotten. Anyway, we've also been casting magic knowledge sites because I kind of want more earth gems and other magic sites. Fimago the Animagus, or the Animalist, was casting more Vindman spells because that's a very good spell to keep casting, especially with the Ivy Crown. And there was a small battle in Carnags. Let's see what happened. Okay, they were just attempting to attack. Who are they attempting to attack? Okay, this... Oh. Their goddess was attacking this place again. That's cute. Like, I'm serious, that was cute. So their goddess is going to die unless they have some form of, like, invulnerability. Well, it even has battle afflictions. Interesting. They should fix that on their god. And of course the Surf Warriors run, but these Huskarls should have a lot more morale to deal with this. And we're gonna kill off their god again via province defense alone. Unless my people are, like, completely scared of everything, for whatever reason. No, we're gonna lose this purely because because our people just ran in fear. Do you have fatigue? Yes, you do. Well, I'm not one to judge, but this is just ridiculous. Sure. Let's go with this. I'm sorry, that's just great. Did you take another battle wound in this? Yep, you got a never-healing wound as well. We'll be able to kill off their god soon enough if she tries again. Wait, how are we routed? Huh? Okay. We routed earlier. Anyway, Arcoscephale attacking Helheim and Arcoscephale. It was this army that was retreating. What did we leave behind? They were routed. They're just people who existed here to defend for whatever reason. Okay, you can speed this along. Wait, what? Wait, what? Okay, Soulless Warriors, the Cave Drake, and other things. Expected event and list, giving us some more province income, which is great. Under siege in Karnak, but the enemy cannot harm our walls. And as disease was ground down to a death gem, which these people are starting to generate diseases, which is great for us to grind it down into death gems. Now where's Karnag? Hey. You moron. You're gonna die now. I hope you realize this. In the meantime, we're still having this massive army of ours that are just marching through our own territories. I'm gonna have these guys marked because I wouldn't remember who they are if I didn't. And we'll definitely pick up some more troops while we're here. Valkyries. Oh, can we not fit in all of them? Oh, that sucks. Do I have anyone else who can command more troops? We'll move you over to here. Just so we can... Oh. Undead troops don't qualify, do they? Yeah, undead troops don't qualify to the unit cap. Oh, can I put these guys in with the Trogs? I can, it doesn't actually reduce their morale. Okay, I will gladly take this force. And we'll just have this batch of Trogs join the group to the south. And we'll take a single solitary troop out of this just to put in another Valkyrie to this army. And then this force will continue its march southward. Hopefully to pick up some more troops at World's Teeth Mountains. Skyla will die again. Sigdriva and company are in the Griffin Spires. There's this single slinger. I don't know where this slinger came from, but it will join our force. We're not going to put you in the Drog. We'll put you in this, even though you're basically worthless here. We'll take this army. Kaur, how do you have another battle wound? And shouldn't that be fixing you up? Oh well, we have enough healing going on. We're going to move everyone back to the Forgotten Woods, where we have all these people casting magic, recruiting troops. Speaking of which, before I forget, let's get a bunch more Heerdmen ready. And we have this priest, who I was going to send you north to set up another temple. Anyway, anything else that we can possibly do? Or the Sorcerer of the Sands who's being created. We can't make a Wolf Tribe Shaman yet, because we need a temple up north. I'm not going to recruit anything up there, because we're not going to get an army up there at all. And we'll start off just by continuing our main recruitment. I mean, we're just doing what we normally do. More Huskarls, more Valkyries, more troops just in general. In the hopes that we can just drown them in numbers and the quality of our troops, which our troops are of high quality as long as their morale isn't low. Now, we haven't conquered anything else just yet. And Karnak is going to need to be rebuilt. Well, the province defense will need to be rebuilt, but they're not going to be able to take anything else. And we will definitely have our temples going at full speed. I'm actually going to recruit another priest up here to continue building temples for me in the surrounding region. And we already recruited there. We've recruited here. Is there anywhere else we could possibly recruit? The answer is no. Which case, I guess, do I have any resources? I have exactly one. We will get a Hangadrot. And we will remove both of these just to set up the Hangadrot. Because having another frontline commander is always good. Anyway, let's end turn and see what happens. Will we? We'll actually get another Enchantress. I kind of like the Enchantresses. Because you've got fire, air, and nature. So what can you forge? Unquenchable sword, or the unquenched sword. Is there anything fancy that you can craft that no one else can? Wand of Wildfire, which we already have. Serpent Chris, Thunder Whip. Fire Sword. So far, nothing. Staff of Flame Focus. No. Nothing yet. Nothing here that I haven't already seen. Fever Fetish. The fetish will disease its owner and use the heat of his fever to produce magical fire gems. It usually takes a few months for the fever to become intense enough to produce the magic gems, but putting the amulet on a wounded soldier can speed up the process. Congratulations. Amulet of the Doppelganger. The Magic Lamp. The lamp contains Al-Kazim, the almighty Jinn. By performing a simple ritual, the lamp can be destroyed and the Jinn will be released. Grateful for his release, Al-Kazim will serve anyone who releases him. Okay, Fountain of Youth. When the Fountain of Youth was first discovered, it was too far away from the kings who would surely benefit the most from a very long life. So a large royal barrel was filled up with the water. The fountain dried up shortly after, but on the other hand, the barrel seems to never run out of its magic water. By drinking a spoonful of water from the barrel once a week, you can halt most of the aging process, and expect a significantly longer life. Everyone in the same province as the barrel will be able to drink from it and receive this benefit. Neat. Anything else? The elixir of life. A man can keep living forever. The owner of this bottle will almost cease to age at all, and should he die a violent death, he will be instantly brought back to life. The elixir is consumed and will disappear if the owner has to be brought back from the dead. Mirror of false impressions. The barrel of air. So far, it doesn't seem like there's anything that can be produced that I'm interested in. Aside from basically the Jinn and the fever fetish. But it's nice to know that that's an option, at least. Alright. We'll stop wasting time and end the turn already. Anyway, research and conjuration has been complete, giving us the level of conjuration that we were interested in, because I wanted to create the Well of Misery in my home territory. So get wild growth. And the fairy court. I'd like to summon it, but I don't think I've got someone who's power... No, I do now. I do have the ability to summon the fairy court, and I almost want to try. But I also need the Well of Misery. I want to try the King of Banefires. I'm not going to call the Eater of the Dead, because that could only end poorly. Maybe the King of Elemental Fire? Anyway, what else do we have? Call Ancient Presence. In the deepest parts of the most fearsome swamps, there's something that devours everything that dares to enter. This is known as the Ancient Presence. It is very old and grows large by incorporating the victims that it devours whole. No hero can stand against the Ancient Presence. It devours and incorporates anyone that gets close, and only gets stronger by it. The ritual to call an Ancient Presence can only be performed in a large swamp. Call Abomination. Summons an abomination from the nether planes. The beast is huge and horrible to behold, capable of shutting the minds of weaker beings with its gaze. Tartarian Gates. The caster opens a gate to Tartarus and releases a dead titan or monstrum. Imprisoned in the horrible place, the titans were gods in ancient times but were defeated and imprisoned in Tartarus aeons ago. The dead titans once had tremendous power, but the imprisonment in the realm of perpetual pain might have destroyed the mind of the ancient god. Legion of Whites. And Ghost Rider. Summons 33 long-dead horsemen led by a Wraith Lord of the Netherworld. The horsemen will wreak havoc upon a province of the caster's choice, but are not otherwise under the control of the summoner. Well, I do like all these spells, and I would like to continue going for them, but there might be something better in Evocation. There's also the Winds of Death, Spells of Deaths. What's the higher levels? The ritual creates a rainbow large enough to be seen from everywhere in the world. The mage can direct where he wants the rainbow to appear, and by doing this, huge amounts of gold can be easily collected at the base of the rainbow. While the rainbow is in place, luck will increase in all the caster's provinces. Once the luck is positive in a province, the luck of the rainbow will protect it from hostile spells. The more luck in the province, the greater chance of the hostile spells failing. This is just getting more and more strange. I think I'm actually going to go to enchantment. And there's the Earth's Blood Deep Well. Yeah, we'll go down the enchantment path for 2 turns. Gnome Lore has been cast, nothing has been found. Awakened Vineman has been cast. Akashic Knowledge, nothing found in Karnag. Battle in Karnag. Arcoscephale. I should probably rename that so it's actually a proper spelling, but I don't care. Anyway, Skyla's attacking us, but I don't think that's going to stop the Jotun Wolf army that's going to just overrun them instantly. So you have a bunch of berserking individuals that are just going to murder their god again, giving them diseased. And I'd be surprised if the god killed any of us. But yes, their goddess is dead, and we've lost 1 Jotun Wolf as a result. You killed our god! Well, congratulations, you're dumb enough to send him my way. A treasure has been found in Ironport. Well, all this gold, all these gems, I am thankful for, and something found in Iron Range. Barbarian horde has unexpectedly attacked and pillaged our province. And a battle in Iron Range. Let's see. How big is this barbarian horde? Oh, that's cute. How about our barbarian horde versus yours? Ours, I think ours are better. Okay, my nose isn't killing me anymore. Okay, yeah, that happened. So we have Sigdriva and company. Let's get the armies set up together. So we have a humongous amount of Herdmen that'll definitely go into Sigdriva's force. Are these all Herdmen? No, these are Huskarls. I know I have a Huskarl line that we're going to continue filling up. We have the mounted Herdmen, which will probably stick with the Hellherdings, because I can't go back and grab them easily. I almost would like to take Fimago with me, but I'm going to have to make sure that Fimago keeps casting the Awakened Vineman spells. But we'll definitely make groups of, we'll make more Vinemen and continue making this horde. No, Kara the Bane can't contain it. Who else is in our army? Sure, we'll take these Vinemen under these Woodhenge Druids. They won't be led very well, but they're a big enough force where they should be something to They should account for something in these battles. And I almost want to stay behind and have people such as Soleus casting spells. So how much fire do we have? We have a lot of fire. You can't summon the King of Elemental Fire, though. Nor do I want you to cast Raging Hard. I actually might want to buff your fire magic again. Also, take all the water gems, because you don't need them. It's cute that you have it, but you don't need the water gems. What you will instead do is get empowered by another level of fire magic. Bifrons has a death gem. No, you have the slave matrix. Toss in the laboratory, you don't need that. And Bifrons will cast a ritual spell. You don't need the ritual spell then. Never mind. Crate, you will no longer research. You will cast a ritual spell. Whatever that level 5 one that we got, Fairy Court. Yes, let's summon the Fairy Court. Let's summon the Fairy Court and have them join this force. Topikeg. I honestly don't have anything for you to cast a ritual spell for, so I might just have you two research while we wait. Meligog, you can actually summon some Jotun wolves with Brood of Garm. Everyone else is researching and casting spells. Shek cannot do anything. Kar, I would love to heal you, but I don't know how to pull that off. Sigdriva can easily cast a ritual spell to start summoning people. Contact Draconians. The caster summons a tribe of 16 Draconians and bind them to his servants. The Draconians are large beasts that resemble both human and dragon. Interesting. I would almost like to summon something of that sort, and I think I will. Yes, let's see what the Draconians are like. We could summon the eagles. Nah, we'll summon some Draconians, because we've got enough air gems. You will head on out in this general direction, because we need someone to head on off to this province and continue expanding our domain. You are in a good location as any. Build me a temple. So you've just killed off the god. We will get the 50 province defense that is normal of all my territories on the front lines, just because they're very hard to take. And you will all go back and wait. But in the meantime, we will continue to reinforce your army. Alright. Buy less than company, that's not what I'm interested in. I'm just interested in getting you to the next location. Kar, I would love you to heal yourself, but I don't think I can pull that off. So you're just gonna have to wait. Although Gunnar, you can actually cast a ritual spell with 2 levels of death magic. No, we're not going to do Twiceborn. I will in fact do... We'll awaken some Drog. We'll awaken some Draugr. Hringhorn the Hangadrot will cast a very powerful death magic spell. He will cast Summon the Mound Fiend. Yes, we'll get another Mound Fiend commander for this group. We'll get a bunch of magic commanders. Now speaking of which, you're still casting Arcoscephale Knowledge. I don't want you to do that now. What I want you to do is cast the Well of Misery. So okay, the Mighty Ritual is a blessing to units across the world. Diseases, old age, suffering, and pains are all drained of some of their essence. All malign energies are siphoned from the world and concentrated in the Well of Misery, effectively giving the caster a huge income of magical death gems. Tax revenue is slightly increased in all countries in the world. The spell lasts until someone dispels it or the caster dies. Extra magic gems will make this enchantment harder to spell. Well, we might as well put this up to 120 and just make it ludicrously difficult to dispel it. And then with nothing else to do, we'll have our first global enchant ever. We'll also not forget to recruit some more troglodytes, because I personally like the troglodytes. And another little gnome. And as for the frontline main troops, since you guys are sticking around to wait, we're not going to double recruit commanders, because that's stupid. We will make some more Huskarls, though, and some Hierdmen. And we should hopefully get a ton of gold from this, considering our humongous territory that's only going to grow once Tien'chi falls. And naturally we'll go to our location and recruit some more troops here. I say that and then realize I can't actually recruit anything, so we'll just end our turn. Well of Misery has been cast successfully. No more has been cast, but nothing found in Dustvans, Fairy Court, Brood of Garm, Awakened Draugr, Contact Draconians, and the battle in the Summerlands. Tien'chi attacking Helheim in the Summerlands. I think our troops just arrived, though. No. I think we're gonna be overrun. We only have militia versus undead. Yep, they're already breaking. This doesn't bode well. I mean, sure, we're killing them off, but because of the low morale of the militia, we're not gonna win. I would think. Are your morale broken as well? Is your morale broken, I should say. Or we could just thoroughly stomp the undead. Although Gandalf the Van Hurst might die. Armies of Tien'chi are routed. Gandalf died, but we didn't lose our other commander, which is all that matters. And they lost a Mound King, all their army, effectively. But we didn't get any of their magic casters. Unexpected event in Helheim, magical gems have been found in the split trunk of an oak tree, giving us 2 death gems. And our troops in Worldsteeth Mountains are starving due to lack of supplies. So we have the Well of Misery. Let me check that, actually. Global Enchants, the Well of Misery. So we have how many death gems per turn? 40 bloody 4. Well, we can't possibly cast all the death gem spells. Simultaneously, at least. And I really want to cast Wrath of God. But I also know I need to keep casting... if I don't keep casting Arcoscephale Knowledge, I'm not going to ever get enough other magic gems to do anything else fancy like this. So you're going to cast the ritual spell Arcoscephale Knowledge endlessly again, continuing in your formation, whatever that might be. So these are the Draconians. Are large, scaly humanoids with great leathery wings instead of arms. Draconians have sharp beaks in the saliva is somewhat poisonous. Draconian chiefs can summon Draconians. Do we have the Draconian chief? Yes, we do. So we'll have the Draconian chief command the Draconians, and these gentlemen will be in the back lines to eventually hold an attack, rearmost enemy. Can you command magical beings? No. Well, that is nice to note. I would like to... Okay, good enough. That was to cancel it. These are regular Herdmen, so they will go in Sigdriva's horde. Huskarls will, of course, go in the Skirmisher lines. Broods of Garm have been cast. I don't know where to put them, though. No, you can only command one squad, and I can't put them together. Where's the Fairy Queen? I'm now really curious. Where is the Fairy Queen? Mount Fiend. Ah, there's the Fairy Queen. Mighty woodland beings who appear as beautiful females with butterfly wings. Fairy Queens are skilled mages of nature and air and can summon spirits. Their masters of illusion are able to heal wounded men of their afflictions. Recuperation and disease healer. And as well as giving us a good supply bonus with the glamour. Well, I should welcome you. How many magic beings can you command? Take all the Vine Men. Like, I'm not even joking. Take all of it. Take all the Vine Men. These people should not have any Vine Men when we're done. In fact, you don't are a Divine Lord, though. And I think you have an natural benefit to being a Vine Lord. Because this only grants it level 2, right? But this, I'm going to put this on the Fairy Queen. You can't stop me. And you are an Ivy Lord, but you'll just cast whatever is needed. Anyway, and we'll also summon a bunch of spirits. Elf Shot. Sprites are smaller fairies with insect wings. They can fire elf shot that will make their targets fall asleep. Sprites are magical beings. Naturally, we'll put these two armies together, and they will join the main horde. They just both will join the main army. Oh, can we not fit on all of them? That is disappointing. Brood of Garm will probably join the skirmishers. And the Drog will join the Draugr. We'll have a single solitary fairy under your command. Alright, with that force finally put together, we'll grab everyone. Oh wait, but Solis can now summon the King of Banefires, can't he? That's Sigdriva. Oh, that's how you can just cycle through them. Oh, I'd love to summon the King of Elemental Fire. Can we wait? I think I can hold off for one turn just to see what the King of Elemental Fire does. Everyone else can continue casting spells. Sigdriva will definitely cast the ritual spell. Contact Draconians? No. We will actually summon Great Eagles. No. I don't actually know what I want to do. How far away is it? 5 provinces. The hurricane will appear as a natural event. Unrest from the increasing part of the population will die. We'll cast a hurricane on the Forgotten Woods. Yes, that's a brilliant plan. No, I'm tired of Arcoscephale. You will cast Brood of Garm. Gunnar will definitely cast Awakened Draugr. Ringhorn will cast... I don't even know what I want you to cast. I really don't. You've already got a Mound Fiend. We'll cast some more Shade Beasts, why not? Vinemen. Vinemen. And you're already casting your spell. Now, Crate, you have cast the spell Summon Fairies. Is there anything else? Is there anything I'd have you forge with the 5 levels of magic that I'd like you to get? It would help a little bit, but not really. We'll get an endless bag of wine, why not? Fimago will continue to cast the spell Awaken Vinemen. And then we shall see. Is there anything else I could possibly have you guys do? Well, you gentlemen are going to wait there. For one more turn, I'll just have you all preach if you can. I don't care as much about that. I just want Plague Tooth specifically to patrol the province. And you gentlemen will pick up the rest of the forces here. Pick up the absolutely humongous number of troops that you can command. Jeez Louise. Oh, never mind, you can't even pick up anyone else just because your troops are full. Like, how many troops can you possibly command? Okay, who of the Disc can command a huge force? And we'll have another group of horsemen just in the mix. They will join the same battle orders as Holden and just attack the closest. And with all these troops in the World Seath Mountains, is there anything else that has a lot less supplies than this? The answer is yes. The answer is that this is going to suck for a little while. Because you can't get enough growth due to all the death levels around us. So I'll go to the place with more supplies while we wait. And they'll keep preaching, hopefully, to overturn the death effect. We need to really get rid of Tien'chi. He says as he stretches. Alright, anything else that we could possibly do? Oh yes, you can cast spells. What do I want you to cast? I'm not going to do Cloud Trapeze, it's a little bit weird, and you can't cast Fairy Court, but I don't need that right now. I could summon a giant if I wanted to. Actually, no, we'll contact Lamia. The cast performs the necessary rites to summon Lamia's serpent woman to aid him. The more powerful the mage, the more Lamias will arrive to serve the caster. They have amazing regenerative abilities, and when killed will transform into black serpents and continue to fight. If a Lamia is killed a second time, however, she will remain dead. I would like to see that happen. Carnage! I was not aware Mound Fiends were priests. You will probably be my mainline priest from now on. But until then, I want you to summon me Pale Riders. This group had Pale Riders, right? No, you did not. You will instead cast the ritual spell Shade Beasts, as you are much better at that than this, and I can't have you do anything. Hey, you'll summon allies. I wasn't aware that that was even an option. Now, the treasuries we've got, you will construct... Well, you're not constructing anything else, you're heading up here. You will construct me a temple in this region, and we'll continue to try to spread our domain all across the land, so we can get as much information as possible about where people are hiding. And then we will naturally continue to recruit more troops in this district. Huskarls and Herdmen mixed. And we'll go to the main home and continue to do the same. Although I will try to take Wrath of God soon, once I get enough Astral Gems to justify it. And hopefully with enough healing, Kar can finally get rid of his battle afflictions, because seriously, these battle wounds suck. Unless just as an undead you cannot be healed. Need not eat. I mean, of course you can recover, but can you be healed is the question. And we can hire some mercenaries. Tempestus, Whispering Legion. The problem is, like, they have all these troops and mercenaries available to us, but it's like, why would I bother? I can make those troops myself now for like a fraction of the cost. And even if it isn't a fraction, why do I care? And we'll get some mounted Herdmen, because we just burned away all the supplies we possibly had. And we'll end the turn, and the episode as well. So I hope you all enjoyed watching this episode of Dominions as we set up to kill Tien'chi. Oh, Jesus Christ. So, I hope you all enjoyed this as we set up to kill Tien'chi. But until next time, we'll end the episode here. Hope you've all enjoyed watching. This has been BrainBoy20 with Let's Play Dominions 4, Thrones of Ascension. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe, for it helps out a great deal, and I really like speaking with you people. And I hope to see you all again soon. Farewell.